Hello guys and welcome back to Survivor Season 8, and I think we're on episode 10 now. We've skipped episode 9 because episode 9 is just a recap of the last 24 days. I don't know how many days they've been there, but I'm not watching the clip show. I don't care about the extra content, do you know what I mean? I just want to get on with actually voting people out. We're ready to get back into it. Ethan has just been voted off. Things are about to get toxic. We're lining up for a merge soon. Anything could happen at this point. Anything.
I can't go in there and say, get your ass out of that bed and go to work. I can't say that.
Yeah, I can't see that going down well, Rupert. I don't like when people tell me to get out of bed, so I cannot imagine that when you're in the middle of the jungle, people are going to want you to go, yeah, get out, you lazy pit. Come on, get out.
And if you see that harpoon, that's the hardest thing to get that there was, because
I don't know whether you guys are in agreement with me, but I find it really difficult to understand what on earth Big Tom is saying. Sometimes he's just literally waffling and I've no clue what he's saying because his accent is so thick and he's slurring his words and I'm like, what is going on here? I don't know whether that's just a me issue. Big love to Big Tom, but can't understand you sometimes, bro. I have very little faith in Big Tom. I thought he was going to be slipping and sliding all over the place, but he's made it into the water. I'll give him that. I'll give him fair where fair is due, but Big Tom, please get to land safely. Oh, God. Oh, this is going to go so horrendously wrong. I can already see it.
Bring that whale on in! Very good, Big Tom.
Wow, he actually did get a fish. Do you know what? Big applause, big applause. I'm impressed. I gotta say, I can't fault him for that. Big whoops.
That probably hits in the goldfish category. That's a fish tank fish.
You didn't have to do him like that, Rupert. You didn't have to be like, yo, goldfish fish. Ow. Oh my God, I really smacked myself in the face that my teeth jarred together. Ow. Jesus Christ, I feel like I've given myself concussion.
Dank, moldy, and wet all the time.
Sounds like J.K. Rowling's house at the moment. If you know, you know.
The wet and the rain is just too hard. There's no dry wood. It's just today not worth it. And being on the losing team all the time is just depressing.
Honestly, I feel like being on Mogo Mogo must suck. Because they're so bad at these challenges, honestly. I think all season long, Jerry's won 3 challenges, if that. Ethan, I think, won the same amount. Every other one they've lost. L-O-S-T. I'm not talking about the amazing TV show. I don't want to hear any of you coming for that show in the comment sections. Because Lost is fantastic, thank you very much. It was also inspired by Survivor, partially. So can't be hating on Lost.
Today you may improve your way of life. It's just a means to the ends. It may be a battle royale, or you just might make some friends.
Battle Royale? Battle Royale? Like we're playing a game of Fortnite about 15 years before it was actually released? That would be interesting. I am chatting the biggest load of bollocks, and I know I am, guys. Commentary has got to come from somewhere. Come on.
Mogo Mogo colors, so.
I don't know if that's face paint, so don't put it on your face yet.
Oh, I wasn't going to.
Kathy's not that silly. She weren't putting that anywhere near her face. No, she was going to put it on her tits. Nah, I am joking. It's paint, but I'm not a put paint on the body kind of person. It's not my kind of thing. So, yeah, paint goes on paper or on canvases. That is it. Obviously some other stuff like walls and things like that. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm getting at.
I have no idea what the green paint is about. We may just bring the pot of paint with us.
Everyone is so confused about this paint. What is it for? What is the paint for? Imagine the other team is literally just smearing their body in it. They're just and they're just gonna come out looking like ravaged warriors. That would be kind of funny. And then Mogo Mogo just turns up with it in a pot. What a fat L that would be, honestly.
Immediately we take the body paint and start to paint each other.
Guys, you actually can't make this up. You actually can't make up how ridiculous this show is sometimes. One team is like, I don't know whether it's safe for the body. And the other team are like, ah! Oh, this is actually very entertaining, I gotta say. Shapira always bring good vibes. Always bring great vibes.
E10 voted out at the last tribal council.
I actually completely forgot there's only 4 of them left on that team. I thought there was 5 for some reason. So it's a 6v4 situation. That's tough. That's really rough and tough.
Is this a sign of team spirit in a way?
Yeah, I guess so. We're having a good time over there.
This is what I mean about Shapira. They're just so on board with each other. They just connect so well. And the Moga Moga are like, but what if it's not body paint? Oh my god!
We're the civil tribe. No, we're just, we like to save things, I guess. We like to conserve.
Yeah, you conserved your rice, and look where that got you. It got taken away from you in a challenge last episode. Fat L. Fat L.
Pick one member from Shapira that you would like to sit down and have a private conversation with, separated from everybody else.
This is not where I thought this was going, but I do think this is very interesting, and I'm very excited to see where this goes.
I'm gonna pick Rupert because we're both here alone.
All right, Rupert, you and Sheehan gonna get a chance to chat?
Oh, I do like Xian. Oh, I really hope she makes it far in this. I don't think she'll win because she's too much of an outsider, but I do hope she makes it far.
You know what? This game almost broke my spirit.
Well, we got 18 days. You suck it up. Be the stud you are.
Honestly, wise words from Big Tom. Just suck it up. I feel like that can be used in other situations as well. So really, Big Tom just giving great life advice.
If we go to individual immunities, that guy is gonna win and win and win and win.
Interesting that they're pointing out Rob C as a very, very dangerous threat, because he is the most dangerous one there. It's kind of scary actually how good he is at the game. Especially considering he wasn't very good at the game the first time around. I mean, he got voted out in what, 12th? Something like that? Something ridiculous like that? Like, he wasn't well liked on his initial series. But he's been very, very entertaining and good on this series. Albeit very cocky. But I feel like that's just who he is. And I'm kind of a little bit more on board with it now that I'm getting to see a lot more of him.
Lex, reach in and pick a buff. You're now a member of Shapira. Have a spot on the red map.
It's a tribe swap? Oh, so it's going to be 5-5. Wait, so, hang on. So Lex is now going to Shapira. Oh, this is about to get really interesting.
It's just new tribes. That's the only difference. Jerry, member of Shapira.
So far, every single person has swapped teams. This is going to go so horrendously poorly. I can already see it coming.
Shapira, it continues.
Weird.
Rupert, you gonna be with your old fellas now? Look at that.
God.
What is going on here? How has nobody switched tribes? The only thing that's happening right now is that they're going to a different tribe area. So actually, nothing's changing tribe-wise.
One green. Jenna. Mogo Mogo. Amber is the only one to change tribes. You stay with Shapira, but your tribe members are all new.
Amber was the only person to swap teams. L. Honestly. L. Because you're now an easy target to get voted off. Ah, this has changed the game. I didn't expect this. I did not expect this. This is kind of mucked up everything that I thought I knew about this series. And now it's like, ah.
Like it was meant to be.
Well, Amber should be here.
Amber should be here.
The only change is Amber.
Boston Rob looks pissed. So angry. He's like, my cuddle buddy has gone. I just want to be with my cuddle buddy. It's fine, Rob. You just got to wait 3 more days and then cuddle buddies will hopefully be reunited.
Everything you left at camp this morning belongs to the new owners. The Hawaiian sling, the fish you may have caught, ready to eat. Head on out to your new homes.
The karma that has just happened in the fact that Shapira have now, well, actually, Mogo, but now Shapira, so Lex's team, they lost the sling, the Hawaiian sling, they lost their rice, they lost everything that was good in their life. And now they've just gained it all back. This is what I love, because now Mogo, formerly Shapira, have nothing. Now I'm rooting for Shapira. This is now the time when I root for Shapira.
Really, the main thought that was going through my head was, let me just pull the same color that Rob pulls.
Oh, she's in love. Woo. Oh, I'm so happy for them, honestly. This is actually so sweet and so cute. Ah, oh, it's a bit awkward. Tough that you were the only one that swapped tribes. It would be fine if it was like a couple of people. But the fact that Amber was the only one, that's all I can say.
Mogo definitely got the short end of this stick, because we inherited a camp that is in complete disarray.
That is the fattest of L's. And honestly, you guys, I would not want to be in their situation right now. Because that camp has seen better days. It has seen better days. And I don't even know what to tell you. Because, like, they didn't even have the worst camp. Saboga did. And then Saboga crumbled. And now all of a sudden, Mogo took a turn for the worse. And now, Mogo is what Shapira was. And now Shapira is what Mogo was. And now it's very confusing. And my brain kind of hurts.
Maybe that'll knock them down even further because they suck.
God.
I did not need the close-up of Jerry brushing her teeth. Survivor editors, me and you are going to have a little word now, okay? Everybody else, you can click off the video. Only Survivor editors may stay, right? Okay. Now that they've gone, how dare you? That was not okay, okay? Sometimes I'll allow shots like that. Not in this instant. I do not need to see Jerry scrub-a-dub-a-dubbing away at her teeth, okay? Right, thank you. Everybody else, you can join back the video. Thank you. Let's get on with the episode.
I love being a Shapiran.
They're already making themselves at home. It's kind of weird. But something I'm going to have to get used to.
Honestly, washing my hair would be the first thing I have to do. Because like, if I don't wash my hair every day, every couple of days, I feel horrendous. Like, it brings down my mood.
So much of the reason why she was having such a good time and why I was having such a good time was because of each other.
This is actually so sweet of them, honestly. Big love hearts to them. That's not a very big love heart, but you get what I mean. It just happens sometimes, you know what I mean? It's not anyone's fault, but it just occurs sometimes.
112 have played the game. How well you know your history determines who will remain.
Wow. So it's a Survivor quiz about the show. That's kinda crazy. Also, did not appreciate them using Guardia's situation in there. Felt like a cheap jab. Still not over that. That still pissed me off, that whole situation, but is what it is, I guess.
First tribe to 10 wins immunity, guaranteed a 1 in 9 shot at being the sole survivor in this All-Star edition, and a 1 in 9 shot at $1 million.
Okay, I'm gonna play along, but I will put this out there. Pearl Islands, I watched a couple of months ago, along with Thailand and the Amazon. No, I think I watched the Amazon and Pearl Islands back to back. It's been like, I've watched them across a year. So, Borneo, I started like back last September. So, let's hope my Survivor knowledge is up to scratch, because I'll be embarrassed if I get these wrong.
Which survivor's arrival at camp was best described by another tribe member as almost like Cleopatra?
Marquesas? Hang on. Let me get my Marquesas spreadsheet up. I'm gonna go for Besepia, just because I feel like someone might have been making a cheap joke about her ethnicity, maybe. That seems like something that happened a lot during the early days of Survivor, so it would not surprise me.
Let's reveal. Sarah, Sarah. Both tribes say Sarah. Both tribes right. 1-1.
Who the fuck is Sarah? Oh, she went out like 4th. That's why I don't remember her. Because she was irrelevant.
In Africa, which unlikely pair shared a date at the drive-in movie?
Ooh, hang on. Unlikely pair. It was, let me open up my spreadsheet. I think it was Frank and Kim P.
Let's reveal. Mogo Mogo says Frank and Brandon. Shapira says Brandon and Frank.
I was right about it being Frank, but I was not right about it being Brandon. Who the fuck was Brandon? Oh, Brandon went out just before him. I don't remember Brandon at all.
Both right. Another point for both tribes. We're tied up 2-2. In what country did Survivor Africa take place?
Oh, was it Zimbabwe or like, I knew it was like South Africa, Southern Africa area. I don't think it was up the north side. So like Zimbabwe, we're looking at like Zimbabwe, Zambia. It wasn't Angola. I'm going to go with Zimbabwe.
Shapira says Kenya. That's right. Mogo Mogo says Nairobi. That's wrong.
How did Big Tom get that wrong when he was on that series? He was there. Nairobi isn't even a country. I mean, technically they are correct, but he did ask for country, not city. There was no way I was getting Kenya, by the way. I really did think it was down south somewhere. But apparently it was in Kenya, which is like Western Africa. No, north, south, east. It was Eastern Africa.
What specifically did the survivors eat in the first ever food eating challenge?
Ooh! It was a witchetty grub. It was a witchetty grub because I remember it distinctly because didn't they have to like bite and spit the head out or something like that? I'm fairly certain it was a witchetty grub.
Jenna specifically says butok, bug larvae. Butok is right. Shapira says grubs. Grubs is not specific enough. Not right.
What? How is grubs not specific enough? I'm not getting butok. I got witchetty grubs, which is what they're called on I'm a Celebrity. Gillian McKeith, please eat a butok because it's gonna sound like buttocks. What you on about? It's a witchetty grub. I'm counting that as a point for me. If I'm being 100% honest, that's a point for me.
Which of the original castaways used the alphabet strategy when voting tribe members off the island?
Wasn't that Jenna? No. It wasn't. It was, oh, it was the guy that went out just before the final. I don't remember his name. Oh, what was his name? Sean. His name was Sean. It was Sean. Yeah. Okay, it was Sean. I'm taking that as a win. I'm taking it as a win, guys.
Shapira says Dr. Sean. Mogo Mogo says Dr. Sean. Both right. We're tied up at 4. Which Outback survivor had to be airlifted out of the game?
What was his name? Roger or something like that? Was it Roger? Let me get my spreadsheet up. Michael. It was Michael. Okay, I wasn't getting that. Okay, wow.
Which Marquesas survivor picked the unlucky purple stone during a tribal council tiebreaker, resulting in their exit from the game?
Who went out just before Kathy? I think it was, yeah, Pascal. Fairly certain it was. Because I'm fairly certain that it was him, Kathy, and Vesepia that had to do it. Or maybe Vesepia had... I don't remember. I really don't. He didn't even receive a single vote. He didn't even like have a vote against him, and then he was the one who just picked the unlucky thing and had to leave the game. That kind of sucked. I wanted the final 2 to be him and Kathy. Those final 2 were not. I enjoyed Marquesas, kind of. I think it's like down there with Thailand for me, out of the ones I've enjoyed so far. Or watched so far, but like that final 2 was just not it.
Whom did Rob Zabachnik grab by the neck and toss in the water during a challenge?
It was a guy, but it was wasn't it like the old guy, or am I wrong? The guy who made it to like second, the really unlikable guy. Oh, what was his name?
A few moments later.
Clay. Ugh. He was another one I didn't like. Season 5 was another top 2 that stunk. Oh, top 3 actually. In fact, I do not remember a single person on that series being likable apart from Xian. And Gandia. I did like Gandia.
Clay is right. We are still tied, 7-7.
That is still such a crazy moment to me. I can't believe you just grabbed him by the neck and then threw him in the water. That is kind of crazy. But I was right, it was Clay. I did remember. I'm just bad with names, guys. There's been 112 contestants so far. I'm bad with names.
In the Pearl Islands, who was a mortician?
A mortician? Wasn't it Burton Roberts? Or am I making that up? Was it Burton? I'm sure it was Burton. Let me have a look.
Dara is correct.
I remember Dara.
I do not remember Dara. Apparently it was Dara. But I don't remember her. She came fourth. How do I not remember her?
In the Pearl Islands, which castaway had to be rescued by tribe mates during a water challenge?
I don't remember this happening. Let me consult the list of players. Was it Ryan? One of the Ryans? Maybe Ryan Shoulders?
Both tribes say Austin. Both tribes right. We are 9-9.
Oh my god, that fucker. The guy who quit. I forgot about him. Because he's irrelevant. He was the first person that ever quit Survivor. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is a very, very close battle, I gotta say. And I'm doing horrendously at this.
What was Kel accused of smuggling into the outback by his tribe?
Beef jerky, right? It was jerky, wasn't it? Something like that?
Name the first person voted off each survivor in order. Begin.
Just FYI, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this because I don't know. I don't know. They're all irrelevant because they went out first. I'm sorry. I remember you if you make it to like top 5. And if you've come back on All Stars, obviously, because then you're more fresh in my mind. But other than that, you're kind of irrelevant to me.
Mogo, you say Sonia, Deb, Diane, Peter, John, Ryan, and Nicole. Mogo's right. You win immunity. Congratulations.
Another day, another challenge lost by the artist formerly known as Mogo. Oh, I really, really wanted you to win. But you let me down again. All because they couldn't remember the name of the person who went out first in the 7th round.
If you can.
Lex, move it out.
That's very interesting. Very interesting. Lex, I think you'd be silly. You'd be a silly, silly person not to take that offer. Because you do not want the brunt of Rob with the entire Shapira force behind him. No, Mogo force behind him coming down on you. You need Rob to make it further in this game. Because currently Rob's dominating. Sorry, but that's the truth of the matter.
It hurts a lot. More than anything in the world, I want to take Amber to the final 2. I put an A on my arm for Amber. Hopefully she makes it to the next challenge.
Oh, Rob, you're breaking my heart here. Oh, God, this is so tragic.
So how are you going to get us convinced to vote for Jerry? Can I get down on my knees and beg?
Amber's doing her best. She's like, I know this ain't gonna work, but like, do you want me to beg? Because I can beg if you want me to beg, I'll beg.
You know, Mariano's going to carry a grudge on that one.
I agree. I think Rob having a grudge is more dangerous than Rob without a grudge. Rob with a grudge is going to make it sure that you're going home next. It's a tough one. It really is. But honestly, big slays for this dramatic moment because I did not expect this. I didn't expect every single episode for me to be going into tribal council going, huh? I don't know who's going. I really don't. And that's really, really magical. And that's what I love about this show.
To vote Jerry out instead makes more strategic sense. I need to tell Jerry.
He's going to tell Jerry? Yeah, this sucks for Jerry. Poor Jerry, honestly.
Boston Rob will tell you anything to keep Amber around. It's so obvious. He will say anything.
This is also the argument for this, and it is a little bit problematic, but like, if you take out Amber, you weaken Boston Rob, because he no longer has that other person who's always going to vote with him. It's a tough one. It really is. To keep or not to keep Amber is really the deciding factor in this entire game for these people. Does it further their game? Or will it eventually just cripple them one by one until they have nothing left?
Oh, no, you had to.
No.
No, I mean, I'm glad we did.
That's a good thing, because it's making us think of things we hadn't thought about.
Okay.
This is a very powerful shot right here, because these three are the ones who are deciding everything at the moment on this tribe. These three have the most power of everybody right now. And they're like, who do we choose? Do we choose Amber or do we choose Jerry? Who do we get rid of? I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know.
You got a new home. Kathy?
Oh, I mean, you know, it's a 4-star hotel. You know, we're coming from the 3M motel over on Mogo Mogo.
It really was the difference between a motel and a hotel. Let's be honest. Like, I've stayed in some American motels. And I've stayed in some American hotels. But there is definitely a big difference between them. Mostly the fact that when I'm in a motel, I feel like I am about to get chefed up at any moment, and that is quite scary. Whereas in a hotel, I feel a little bit more safe.
I can't make any guesses what's going to happen in this game, so I have to play with my new members, and these are my new tribe members.
Very smart, Amber. That was a very, very smart answer.
I'd be lying if I said it was any other way, and I think that, you know, that's just a harsh reality of the game. But we all know the game has so many twists and turns, it ain't over until it's over.
So Jerry's going home, right? Is that what we're saying? Is that the verdict of Mogo Mogo? Poor Jerry, she made it all this way against all odds, because every fucker on this tribe hated her. Every fucker on the previous tribe hated her. But she made it here. She got it here regardless. And I'm glad that we actually got to know a little bit more about her as well. That was something that I was more excited to see from her this time.
I'll read the votes. Jerry. Amber. Jerry. 9th person voted out of Survivor All-Stars. Jerry. That's 3 votes, that's enough?
I mean, I'm not surprised. I had a feeling it was going to go down that way. Amber is too much of an important piece in this game to sacrifice now, especially when you know the brunt of Shapira is coming down on you. No, Mogo Mogo. Keep forgetting that they've swapped tribes. The brunt of Mogo Mogo is going to come down on you if you get rid of Amber. But if you get rid of Jerry, you can use Amber to your advantage.
Jerry, the tribe has spoken.
Oh, I am gutted for her. Bless her. Loved her. Really enjoyed her on this series. It's not going to be the same without you, Jerry, because you're a fellow moaner like me. I would be moaning. I would be complaining the entire time. You're a fellow moaner, and I love that. What an episode. Tactical geniuses, masterminding the game. A tribe swap that actually turned out kind of crazy in the end, even though 95% of the people stayed on the same team. And we also had a shocking banishment. I don't know what they call it. Really, really good episode. But that is all we've got time for today. Thank you guys for watching. Big love to you all. And I will see you guys in the next episode, whenever that may be. Your best bet is in a couple of days. But until then, keep on ranting. Bye now.